fill you in on the story about the shark yesterday, considering I love telling stories, and this is one hell of a story. So, started off surfing a wave that I'd only ever surfed once before, out on the edge of a headland, about 5 other people out there, strong winds. Immediately looked over to my right after a while, and about 35 meters away, I saw a big fin moving in our direction. And I thought for a second that perhaps it was a seal, because sometimes seals kind of lean on their side and put their side flipper up, and it can kind of look like a shark. So I looked back for a second and tried to kind of take it easy, and then I looked back again, and it was about 5 to 10 meters closer to us, moving directly in our direction. And at that point, I said to Genji Pitt, who was sitting next to me, "I'm pretty sure that's a shark over there." He looked over and said the same thing as what I was thinking, which was, "Nah, man, that's a seal. Don't worry about it. It's just a seal." And then another guy who was out there kind of chimed in and said that supposedly there had been a lot of sharks around lately. This moment, essentially, we're having a little conversation. I turn around again, and it's about 5, I'd say between 5 and 10 meters away from us. Huge fin with scars on it and white marks, moving straight for us. And I literally shouted out, "Shark!" And everybody in the water, Genji was right next to me, saw the whole thing, saw the thing himself. He reckons it was between 40 and 50 centimeters long, the fin. We paddled straight onto the rocks, and I saw out of my periphery, as we all started kicking and paddling, it moved in on us. So we all got up on the rocks okay, everything was fine. We debriefed for the next 20 minutes with everyone who saw it themselves from the headland, and there's a bunch of footage that I just posted of it so you can see it for yourself, although it really does not do justice to what I actually saw. And essentially the shark didn't come from out at sea into us. It actually came from the beach, in from the peninsula out to sea and around us. And I think that all of our kicking and intense paddling as a group made it a little bit anxious about going straight in for us. So essentially what it actually did, and you can see it from the footage, it went around us to the other side, and at that point circled in. And that was when it was too late for this guy, because we were all safely up on the rock. So to wrap it up, I will never, ever, ever forget that moment when I sat there with a great white moving in on us from about 8 meters away. I will never forget seeing that fin and the way that it moved towards us. It was just so calm, cool, curious and collected, and so large and intimidating. And I've never really had that experience before. And we just basically paddled like maniacs. I didn't look back. I didn't want to know where I was. I just wanted to paddle in. And something about the whole situation felt really unreal. It wasn't like, I didn't have in my mind that someone was going to get bitten and die. I just still had this kind of ignorant approach of, oh yeah, even though I've seen the biggest fin of my life moving directly towards me, we'll be okay somehow. And we were, but well, that was not. Almost 100% certain it was a great white. Genji in particular did a lot of research into what the fin looked like, to figure out what kind of a shark it was. And yeah, we're almost 100% positive that it was between 4 and 5 meters long, and it was a great white. It was insane. Yeah, so maybe take it easy out there for the moment, because nature seems to be really, really turning on right now. Apparently there's heaps of sharks and heaps of fish, and everything's just alive. So it's amazing. I feel so grateful to have had an experience like that, and also to come close to an animal like that and not die.